So, how do you prepare for the interview? You just got the call and they want to schedule the interview with you. Now what? You're super excited and things are running through your head. What do I say? You get a little nervous, butterflies in your stomach. Anyways, I just went through this. It differs with hiring managers. This one I just completed was a phone interview, but sometimes it can be face to face, and now it's more common video conference. But here's a few things you need to know to get ready. When you're scheduling, give yourself time to prepare for the interview. So don't do it like the next day. Give yourself a few days if possible. This will give you a shot to prepare and make sure you're a good fit for the organization. Gives you a chance to research what they actually do. This way you can talk about it in your interview. And then also go back to the job posting. In USA Jobs, when you look at the posting, it'll give you the duties and sometimes it'll give you the competencies. You want to make sure that you align your examples when you're given it during the interview to what they're looking for. And then remember to answer the questions as if you're already in the role you're applying for. You want to make sure that if it's a supervisory position, make sure you give examples that shows leadership and how you handle conflict, how you manage staff. Sometimes they're going to ask you that. So even if you were never a supervisor, share a time that you led something or someone. Hopefully, you can find one of those professional settings, but if not, use a volunteering example or maybe like a big family event. And then remember the acronym CAR: challenge, action, result. So when you are going to provide an example, this was a tip that somebody gave me. Name the challenge you faced, name the action you took, and what was the result. Hopefully, you can provide a positive result, but if it's negative, that's okay. Share the lesson that was learned. And if you're unsure, you missed anything, we're required to provide if you ask. So at the end of every example, at the end of every question, ask, did I answer all your questions? We actually mark it if you don't. And then if you don't ask, we don't have to share. And we're not allowed to share because we're supposed to ask each interviewee the same set of questions. But if they ask for a follow up, we're responding in return. So you want to make sure that you complete. And then also, when you ask the questions at the end, make sure that you frame it around what they're looking for and what you're looking for. Make sure it's a good fit. So ask them if they had their ideal candidate for this role, what would it look like? Do you fit that requirement? And what is their expectation? And then also think about the organization itself. And I gave this tip to another friend of mine. If you are asking and then also framing an example that you already had in your past that aligns with this particular role, then ask that question. The example I gave for this role that I'm applying for, these two systems work together. So then that way we can gather the data a little bit more readily. I wanted to ask about the job itself. This way they know that I'm already thinking ahead. So think about that. Hope that helps. And I'll talk to you soon. Share like if this was helpful. Bye.